Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. Our portion is very well known. It's from the Sidra Yitro, and within this portion, we have the giving and the receiving of the Ten Commandments. In Judaism, there are more than 10 commandments. There are 613 positive and negative commandments, but these are the top 10. And in a few moments, I'm going to actually show you the portion. It turns out many people do not know and cannot recite all 10 commandments. One may know one or two. And I remember this from a scene with the Jay Leno show years ago. You remember that? Where he's out on the street corner and he asks people, are you familiar with the 10 commandments? And everyone says, yes, I am. And he says, well, can you name one? And most could name one. But after one, it was hard to think of two or three. One person responded, I think I know them. Isn't freedom of speech in there? But in any case, there are 10. And let's look at the portion just for a moment. It occurs right here, beginning with this word, Anochi Adonai Elohecha, and all the way through the commandments, all 10 of them. Actually, some say the first two are perhaps the most important because they frame all the other commandments. The first begins, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt. That's very important. God is identifying God, but saying, I am the one who redeemed you. I saved you. And therefore, what follows, you are committed to, you must enter into covenant with me. And then we learn, you shall have no other gods before me, meaning there is only one God over all. And that draws from the experience in Egypt, where there were many gods, but there is one true God. We get through all the commandments, honoring one's father and mother, very, very important. But I would submit that even with these 10, there are two that are missing. That could be part of the top 10. One, I would say, is education. And in Judaism, education is of primary importance. Isn't it interesting how we test our children by showing that they can read from the Torah, discuss the Torah, lead a service, and teach and inspire us. So throughout all the ages, Jews were always literate. And the other commandment, which is so fundamental, is tzedakah. It could be translated charity, but it's actually righteousness. It is doing the right thing, doing the just thing. And both of these really are the hallmarks of Judaism. So we will be reading from the commandments, but better and more importantly, it's not just reading about commandments, it's trying to live by them and carry them out and make them part of our lives. And as I did with the confirmation class last night, actually they were the 11th graders last night, we looked at each commandment and talked about how it might be relevant to their lives. And out of the mouths of teens comes great, great wisdom. Please join us Friday night, Shabbat Shirah. We're going to celebrate a Sabbath of song in our social hall. The seats will be arranged in a semicircle. Kol Emmanuel will be there. We'll talk about that crossing of the sea, which precedes the giving of the law. A lot of music, a lot of participation, great service. Join us at 7:30. And come beforehand. We have what we call a pre-neg. We're going to have refreshments, wine and cheese, and talk about our vision for the future. Shabbat Shalom. Hope to see you soon.